Hello guys, welcome back to Ushi Gaming Channel. So, the new Grangaea Chronicles Oracle Knights Order is finally here. Let's do it. Volume 3. Volume 1 and 2 were too easy, so I'm gonna skip them in this video. And here it is my squad. Laviel as my leader. Well, you can actually choose either Alanon or Laviel as your leader, but this time I decided to use Laviel because Laviel's leader skill also negates critical, not just elemental damage. Hayley Mahalu, she is mainly for the Heart Crystal and Spark buffs. Aurelia, Alanon, and Labert Friend. And don't forget to put spheres that give you damage reduction chance or something like that to help you survive a lot better. Okay, let's do it. Okay, so on the first turn, let's just use Labert's BB and normal attack to the other. Okay. Boom. Let the enemy to feel my BB gauge. Something like this. Boom. Okay, now Laviel's in another normal attack. Well, with this kind of leader combo, you don't really need to use UBB on the second turn actually. You still can survive like this. Okay. Just make sure that you raise Labert's BB to get the defense buff. Aurelia's BB, Hayley BB, Labert, Laviel, Mahalu, and for Alanon, let's just use his BB at first to get the minus 15% all elemental mitigation buff. In this Grangaea Chronicle, all you need to do is just to survive good. Damage is not that important here since the enemies will be wiped out automatically by the story. So after several turns, there will be a dialogue that will end the battle 1 and also the battle 2 later. Okay. So let's just raise the buffs for now. And with Labert's leader skill, I can easily get minus 20% mitigation after taking 5k damage, which is gonna be super useful. The battle will be easier. Okay. So don't forget to keep Alanon's BB and Hayley's BB buffs up. Yep, like this. I can get BB gauge fill rate from Hayley's BB too, so not just the attack defense recovery buffs, which is gonna be super useful. Well, in this squad setup, there are 3 units that you need to use their BB and SPB alternately. They are Aurelia, Alanon, and Hayley. So once your overdrive gauge ready, just use overdrive to one of your mitigators. Try to get the mitigation buff up. That will help you to survive a lot better and to avoid accident. Okay. Yep. Since I'm using Laviel as my leader, basically I can bring mitigation spheres that can help me a lot to survive. And it's practically super duper useful. Well, I tried with Tridon Shield and such, but it didn't really work well. And after I tried with Labert, it's a lot better. I tried using Gradient's Barrier too, but it doesn't seem to be that maximal in terms of survivability potential, something like that. Okay, time to use their BB. This. Boom. Okay. So even if the damage is kinda not that important here, well, I still recommend you to bring essential buffs like, you know, PB damage up, attack up, something like that, elemental buffs. But yeah, they are not that important, but it's kinda good to have them in the squad. At least you can kill some units, enemy units, before the story begins, before they get automatically wiped out because of the story. Okay, so Laber's leader skill is actually pretty easy to proc here. As you can see, 5k damage is fairly easy to use. Easy to get, I mean. Okay. Well, if you don't have Alanon, you can try Reinhardt or Limera to get 4 elemental mitigation buffs. And if you don't have Mahalu, basically you can replace her with Heart Crystal buff or any Spark buffer, but make sure that you have Heart Crystal buffer in your squad. It's gonna be super duper useful to counter the reflect damage later. Okay. Alanon's PB, don't forget. 15% elemental mitigation buff is really good. Okay. And with the help of Labert's leader skill and also, you know, the LBB gauge when attack buff from either Labert, Alanon or Lavio, I can actually easily get all of my SPB gauge full every turn like this. Yep. Okay, so Aurelia, not just as the anti-debuff, also for the boost defense based on recovery and also the HP regen buff. Okay. So, okay, so this time let's try to use Alanon's UDB. And yeah, if you brought Aurelia and Alanon both in the same spot, basically you have 2 healers now. When Alanon's overdrive, you can use Aurelia's SPB to kill, something like that. Alanon don't die, okay. Oh, that's pretty painful. Probably that was fixed damage attack. Okay. Alanon's CPB gives 3 turns of minus 75% mitigation buff. Well, it works very similar to Labert's minus 75% mitigation UDB buff too. Very similar. Okay, someone overdrived. I think it was Yura? Balgran? Yura. Never mind. I got Alanon's UBB buff up, so everything should be all okay. Okay. Well, it does really takes time here to finish battle 1, I mean, until the story, the dialogue appear, something like that. Okay. And SBB time. Mahandu and Lavia. Okay, I actually did this trial yesterday, but there was a serious bug which I didn't able to clear this trial using that. Well, but it seems that it's already fixed today, so I'm gonna try it again this time. You will see what I mean in the end of this video. The OP bug. And yeah, so by using 2 mitigators in the squad, whenever you need to use one BB or SPB mitigation, and you can guard the other units without worrying about your mitigator won't get full BB gauge again on the next round, because you have 2 now. So that's another great thing about using 2 mitigators in the squad. Okay. Ilya, lend me your power. Okay, here is the scenario. The dialogue appeared, and after this, the dead enemy unit will get revived, and then they will get killed again. Pretty funny. Well, that's part of the story anyway. Okay. Already done. Okay. All good. Oh, not good. Okay. Aurelia is dead. Okay, let's raise the defense box up just to make sure that no more casualties appears. And the hard crystal drop should be good enough to heal my units actually. Okay, so I need to use Aurelia's BB here to remove the status elements. Okay. Okay, so I have to kill Ruby. Okay. And what will happen after this? Okay, the scenario is here, so it's not bug. Phew. Well, it took me like 10 minutes in Japan run back then, but I don't know, 17 minutes in global? Okay, after this they will get killed automatically because of the scenario. Okay, so I'm pretty near to battle 2 now. Yep. So it's the end of battle 1. Okay, that was the battle 1, so now let's do battle 2. Here you can actually start with UBB or just with SBB if you don't want to spend too many Fujin. But yeah, since Labar's leader skill is actually activated here, I want to use UBB, but I don't want to use any Fujin yet. Just try to put some damage to them. And it's just like the battle one, all you need to do here is to survive. Well, this squad is actually pretty safe, as I've been doing this using this setup for like twice. The first one was with the Immortal Arc book, and that was epic troll. Okay. Okay. Well, here just try to kill Dion, and then the scenario will go on. And anyway, just try to survive until the dialogue appear between Arc and Lucius. All you need to do is keep attacking and survive, but that actually takes really a lot of time. Ilya, lend me your power. Okay, here you have to look at the dialogue, everything that Arc says here, and let's just wait until he said something about Lucius' power or anything. Okay, Karna Master. Ouch. Okay, already an Aran died. Okay, so to prevent that, I'm supposed to use UBB, I think. Okay, so for now, okay, let's use this. Let's use Alamans. Okay. And something like this would do. Just watch what Arc says here. Okay. Okay. Still nothing. But it's actually good progress. My previous one was very bugged, and Arc was never went to this situation at all, to this status. Okay, Okay, spam another BBS dulu. Well, if you are not sure about if you can get full BB or SPB gauge again, you can use the mitigators automatically like this, just in case if any of their BB gauge is not full. Here I see the power of Lucius to get this opening. Okay, here, well, basically AoE ultimate attack with buff removal will come, but just for safety, I will use Nobet's BB and guard the other units. I think my units can survive here. Okay. So you only need one unit to survive. And my Laviel survived good. Well, if you are not sure if any of your units survived, you can actually units that has Auto Angel Idol extra skill, something like the 40% one, you know, is stereo quartz, something like that. You can use like Phoenix, Charla, or maybe Avery, something like that. But if you are not sure, because their extra skill will get removed after the HP is under 20%, so the 40% one is actually recommended, like stereo or quartz, as your backup plan. You only need one unit to survive. Because all of my units are using chance to mitigate damage taken, I have really good chance to survive, just like what I did now, even if only Laviel survived. Well, anyway, I've cleared it. The Oracle Bangles is a really good sphere, and let's see, here it is. 40% boost to attack max HP, restores HP BB gauge each turn, and spark damage slightly restores HP BB gauge. It's a really good sphere, especially for mitigator. So yeah, I think that's all guys for now. Thank you for watching, see you next time, and bye bye. Good luck for your Grand Gaya Chronicles 1. Anima Punish.